Election is just days away, and U.S. Congressman Kweisi Mfume hopes to represent the 7th Congressional District for another term. He says his experience and seniority in Washington have helped deliver results not only for the country and for Baltimore, but he says his work in office is far from over. Ashley Paul sat down with the congressman to talk about where we are and his vision for the future.
I don't want to make it seem like a nightmare, but it's not far from a nightmare.
This is how U.S. Congressman Kweisi Mfume describes the state of the country as he sees it right now.
It's been difficult in terms of trying to get the Republican members of Congress to stand up against the president, but we continue to fight and push back anyway.
This, among other reasons, is why the congressman hopes to retain his seat this upcoming election. Among the big issues on Capitol Hill is affordability, including energy, gas, health care, and even groceries.
We need a Congress that's going to make sure that health care benefits are restored for the 34 million people who lost them because the Republicans just did not want to keep Obamacare. We've got to understand also that for young people who are looking to try to find a way to buy a mortgage or have a mortgage or to buy a home or to even just go to college, we have to find a way to make that easier for them.
Also on the agenda, amending what some might call damaged relationships with other countries. As a senior member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Mfume says America must take a more measured approach overseas, relying on diplomacy instead of conflict.
There is good and bad in America's approach, and we have to be able to talk about that. But foreign affairs ought not be warm today, cold tomorrow, because we say to our allies, you can't trust us, you don't know what we're going to do.
But looking at his top priorities, he says, are the people in District 7.
We're spending billions of dollars around the globe. We have to find a way to take care of those folks who are here at home.
Since returning to Congress in 2020, Mfume says he's helped bring critical federal dollars back to the city, starting with pandemic relief and continuing with funding for schools, community organizations, and public safety programs.
I mean, people around the country now are admiring what Baltimore has done in terms of reducing murders and gun violence and shootings and all that. So I think we've got to continue on that path.
Mfume served as U.S. representative from 1987 to 1996 before leaving his seat to become president and CEO of the NAACP. He returned to his seat in Congress in 2020. He says his experience serving the people of Maryland and the country speaks for itself.
Everybody knows me. They know where I am on issues. They know that you can usually count on me over and over and over again.
But perhaps even more important than delivering results, he says, is delivering hope. In a time where he worries some might feel all hope is lost.
It gives spirit to the spiritless. It gives energy and vitality to those who want to believe that their pushback will make a difference. But most of all, it's so inspirational that it makes you think not so much of how bad things are, but how great things can become if we all work together.
On your corner in Baltimore, I'm Ashley Paul, WJZ.
And tomorrow marks 1 week until Maryland's primary election, and early in-person continues through this Thursday. Stay with WJZ on air, online, and streaming on CBS News Baltimore as we continue to profile candidates in these key races.